Vienna, which is the capital of Austria, and we are in the heart of Vienna right now. Standing right outside me is the Stephan's Cathedral. The Stephan's Cathedral was built around the 12th century and it is so amazing. Like literally, me and Carlos walked out of the train station and our faces were like,
yeah, this one is the best one.
wow,
like,
I can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
We're so excited. So seeing as we've only got one day here, we're gonna see how much we can do in just one day. And we were not joking when we said that this cathedral was stunning. It is one of the city's most recognised symbols. So the St. Stephan's Cathedral actually has 230,000 glazed tiles on the rooftops, and it's so beautiful. You can just see it's really ornately and richly decorated. And actually, a fun fact for you guys, Beethoven actually found out he was deaf by standing outside this church because he saw the bell tower ringing and the birds flying away, and he noticed that he couldn't hear the bells ringing, and that's when he figured out that he was actually deaf. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. It's free to enter the church and €5 to the top of the south tower, offering you views over the tiled roof and the city beneath. Vienna has a population of 1.8 million inhabitants. This city's artistic and intellectual legacy has been shaped by Mozart, Beethoven and Sigmund Freud. And it's also the birthplace of Marie Antoinette. Vienna has been voted 2019's most livable city in the world, so we were pretty excited to find out why. Just a short walk away and we found ourselves at another ornately decorated church. The Peterkirche is a Baroque Roman Catholic parish church with beautiful fresco paintings on the ceilings inside. And if you're lucky enough to witness one, they also have a daily organ recital. Unfortunately, we weren't that lucky, but when we walked in, they did have a church service in progress. So we're just walking through the Hofburg Palace right now, which is actually the former Habsburg Dynasty ruler's palace, and currently it is the workplace and residence of the Austrian president. We haven't seen him yet, but I'm hoping we might bump into the president. It's really beautiful here. I'm just in love with all of the architecture. I feel like royalty walking through with all these lovely buildings behind me. The Hofburg Palace is located in the centre of Vienna and was built in the 13th century and expanded several times afterwards. Also, don't forget to take a look at the Roman ruins which stand outside the front of the Hofburg Palace.
So things didn't work out in New Zealand, so Lana found a new job in Austria. She's a royal guard. How's the benefits, Alana?
It's actually good.
Yeah? I'm asking how's the benefits? Do you get paid well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Free food?
Like royalty.
Get paid like royalty. Royalty is the... Look at that. Look at this athlete. Go on, look at that. You need some jiu-jitsu. I told you need jiu-jitsu in your life. Look at that. Don't even have balance.
Right next to the Hofburg Palace is the Volksgarten, which is actually a part of the Hofburg Palace. So the park was actually built over the city fortifications that were destroyed by Napoleon in 1809. So since it's November, one of the things I really wanted to see in Vienna was the Christmas markets. So right now we're at the Christkindl markets, which actually opened on the 15th of November, which was yesterday. And I think they go on until about the 26th of December. And yeah, so it's a Saturday here, and the Christmas markets have lots of handicrafts, and they've got lots of sweets and savoury foods. And we're even going to try one of the mulled wines here, which apparently is a must-try thing at the markets. So we just stopped off at this place and they sell goulash soup, which is quite a popular thing to eat here in Vienna, and my one comes inside this toasted bread and inside is the soup. Whoa. So it's pretty much what the goulash is. You just spill it everywhere. It's like a meaty stew and it's got some beef inside it. Okay, let's eat it. Ooh, looks like there's potato in it too. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh, delicious.
It's really hearty. There's potato, this is the beef. It's really stewy. So good. And then you can eat the bread at the end too, so it's actually quite filling. The goulash tasted in between a soup and a stew. Unlike some stews, it wasn't packed full of vegetables and was a little more on the brothy side. This was just what we needed to warm us up for the amount of exploring we had planned for the day. So we just finished eating. That was really delicious. So if you come to these markets, I highly recommend eating the goulash. And next up, we're going to go try some mulled wine. The mulled wine, and it was €8 because you have to pay a €4 deposit for the cups, and then if you give the cup back you get your €4 back. So yeah, anyways, this is the mulled wine. I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know if I like it. It tastes interesting.
You're not known for liking wine anyways.
Yeah, I'm not really a major wine fan anyway, and I've only just started to like red wine. I mean, it's not bad. I definitely thought it was going to be a lot more bitter.
Drink it again.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it a second chance.
And a third. And a fourth. Maybe we'll get a bottle. Are you about that life or no?
I don't know. I mean, I prefer hot chocolates.
Gentile.
Every time I drink coffee or wine or something. I'm so basic.
You're awesome,
anyway,
baby.
I like the cup, you know, it's gonna make a great photo. So, mulled wine wasn't my thing, but if you're down for a hot wine with the taste of citrus, cinnamon, sugar and cloves, then this is the drink for you. They also have an ice skating rink here, which is so awesome. So this is the kids section. An ice skating day pass is €7.20 for an adult, and the skate hire is €6.75. So I've just found myself some apple strudel because we've been here for about 2 weeks now and I haven't tried it. So I got it at this place called Ludo's Team at the market. This is my apple strudel. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know how to eat it, there's no fork. It's really good, but I wish that it was warmer.
Could ask the lady to warm it up.
Can you?
Yeah.
The apple strudel tasted delicious despite it not being warm. I really enjoyed the cinnamon, raisin and apple flavour together. Seeing as it was a dessert, I was expecting it to be sweet, but it wasn't overly sweet. The only thing missing was a dollop of cream. With so many museums to visit in Vienna, there is a square named the Museum Quarter, where you can find a lively array of cafes and restaurants, making the museum district even more attractive. Next we headed to Vienna's most popular markets, the Naschmarkt, which is open all year round from Monday to Saturday, 6 AM to 9 PM weekdays, 6 AM to 6 PM on Saturdays. The market spread for 1.5 kilometers long. We started off walking through the restaurant scene first, which was very lively and warm. They all had outdoor heaters and covered seating areas. Then, slowly making our way through the fresh produce section, which seemed to be a bit smaller today, maybe it was the time that we had visited. There was even a good selection of clothing and a flea market as we got right to the end. The flea market was actually closing at the time we had arrived, and it was interesting to see all the people hustling and bustling. Although the markets were great, I just couldn't help but notice the buildings above. They were so elegant and decorative. We then made a long walk to the other side of town, stopping by the Karlskirche, an 18th century Habsburg domed cathedral. We didn't have time to go inside and instead admired its beauty from the outside. So we made it to the Friedrich Hundertwasser houses, and he was actually an Austrian New Zealand architect and an environmentalist. So it's really cool to be here because he actually lived in New Zealand for about 30 years. As you can see in all of the buildings, none of the lines are straight because he had a thing for uneven lines and surfaces, because in life nothing is even. For all my Kiwi subscribers out there, this is the same guy who built the bottle house and the Kawa public toilets. He was fascinated with spirals and called straight lines godless and immoral. He also proposed a flag design for New Zealand using the koru spiral shape. As you can see, I became a big fan of this guy after visiting the Hundertwasser house. Okay, so we just found this really awesome restaurant. It's called a Beisl, which is a local Austrian restaurant here in Vienna, and we're about to try the Wiener Schnitzel. So I think our one is pork schnitzel, and it comes with a lemon, potatoes, and a lovely salad, which I've already actually dug into.
Delish, that salad is on off.
Yeah, we're so hungry after walking all day. So yeah, I'm excited to eat it. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
We've been waiting for this all day.
Yes, we have.
How did you find out about this place?
I found it through YouTube. Someone was commenting, a local was commenting on a video and recommended this place, so yeah.
How's the schnitzel?
It's really nice. It's super crunchy, but it's not too dry. I know some people say you're meant to have it with cranberry sauce, but they didn't have any here. The Wiener Schnitzel really captured my taste buds with its crispy golden brown outer layer. The lemon gave the pork just the right amount of zing, and although there was no sauce served with the schnitzel, it wasn't too dry at all. The potatoes and salad perfectly complemented the dish, leaving me wanting more. We also ordered a Campari and an English breakfast tea to drink. The food was so delicious, but what really made our experience was the owners. We really felt as though we were eating with the locals. They were very hospitable, and we even got to see their giant Schnauzer dog roaming around the restaurant. We have stumbled across yet again another Christmas market here. I'm so happy we come during this season. The Christmas markets here are insane. During the night we kept bumping into Christmas markets along the way, so if you come to Vienna during the festive season, you'll definitely be spoilt for choice here. We did notice that they get a little more crowded at night, so if you like a little bit of personal space, come during the day. But if you wanted to see all the Christmas lights in action, then the nighttime just brings them all to life. Public transport in Vienna is extremely reliable and frequent. I would highly suggest using the U-Bahn while you're here. It's affordable enough, costing €2.50 for a single adult ticket for one journey within one zone. Or if you have a car like us, we recommend finding a car park a little bit out of the city centre. Our car park costed us around €3 to €4 for the day, and we had plenty of space for parking. If you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to click on my Austria playlist above to continue watching.
Christmas time and a hope again.